Section 1. You will hear 4 different recordings and answer questions on what you hear. You will have time to read the questions before you listen to each recording. Write your answers on the answer sheet. The test is divided into 4 sections, each with 10 questions. Welcome to the IELTS Listening Practice Test. In this section, you will hear a conversation between 2 people discussing gadgets and technological advancements. You will need to complete a form with the information provided in the recording. You have some time to look at the questions. Now, listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Thank you for joining us today to talk about the latest gadgets and technological advancements. Can we start with your full name and the company you represent?
Good morning. My name is Thomas Johnson, and I represent Tech Innovators, Inc.
Excellent. And what is your position at Tech Innovators, Inc.?
I am the Chief Technology Officer, or CTO.
Great. Could you please tell us a little about the latest gadget your company has developed?
Certainly. Our latest gadget is the Smart Home Hub, which integrates all smart home devices into a single, user-friendly interface.
That sounds fascinating. When was this product launched?
We launched the Smart Home Hub on July 15, 2024.
Wonderful. And where can consumers purchase this product?
It's available on our official website and major online retailers, like Amazon and Best Buy.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson, can you give us a brief overview of the key features of the Smart Home Hub?
Of course, the Smart Home Hub supports voice control, automation routines, remote access via a smartphone app, and compatibility with over 200 smart devices.
That's impressive. Lastly, could you tell us the price of the Smart Home Hub?
The Smart Home Hub is priced at $299.
Thank you for sharing this information. Mr. Johnson, now let's proceed to some detailed questions about the advancements in gadget technology.
Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10. In this section, you will hear a conversation about club meetings and hobby-related events. You will need to complete a table with the information provided in the recording. You have some time to look at the questions 6 to 10. Now, listen carefully and answer questions 6 to 10.
Good morning, Mr. Carter. Thank you for joining us today to talk about club meetings and hobby-related events. Can you start by telling us about your role in organizing these events?
Good morning. I am the coordinator for the Community Hobby Club, where we organize various meetings and events for different hobbies.
That sounds interesting. Could you please provide an overview of some of the upcoming events?
Certainly, we have a variety of events coming up. For instance, we have a book club meeting, a photography workshop, a gardening seminar, a cooking class, and a chess tournament.
Excellent. Let's go through each event in detail. When is the next book club meeting?
The next book club meeting is on August 12th at 5 p.m.
And where will it be held?
It will be held in the Community Center, Room 3.
Great. What book will be discussed?
We will be discussing To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee.
Sounds good. How about the photography workshop?
The photography workshop is scheduled for August 15th at 2 p.m. Also at the Community Center, but in Room 5.
What is the main focus of this workshop?
The workshop will focus on landscape photography.
Wonderful. Now, can you tell us about the gardening seminar?
Sure. The gardening seminar will take place on August 18th at 10 a.m. in the community garden.
And who will be the speaker?
The seminar will be conducted by Dr. Emily Green, an expert in sustainable gardening.
Mr. Carter, the cooking class is on August.
The cooking class is on August 20th at 6 p.m. in the community kitchen.
What will be the theme of the class?
The theme will be healthy Mediterranean cuisine.
Sounds delicious. Lastly, tell us about the chess tournament.
The chess tournament is on August 22nd at 9 a.m. in the main hall of the community center.
Who can participate in the tournament?
It's open to all age groups and skill levels.
Thank you for providing these details, Mr. Carter. Now, let's move on to some questions about organizing these events.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Section 2. In this section, you will hear a conversation about movie screenings. You will need to complete a summary of part of the recording using words from the recording. You have some time to look at the questions point 11 to 20. Now, listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 20.
Good evening, Ms. Adams. Thank you for joining us to talk about the upcoming movie screenings at the community cinema. Can you start by telling us a bit about the event?
Good evening. Thank you for having me. We are very excited about our upcoming movie screenings, which will run throughout the month of September. We have curated a diverse selection of films to cater to all tastes and ages.
That sounds wonderful. Could you please provide an overview of some of the movies that will be featured?
Of course. We are starting with a classic film series. The first movie in this series is Casablanca, which will be shown on September 5th at 7 p.m. This will be followed by Gone with the Wind on September 12th, also at 7 p.m.
What about family-friendly films?
We have a great lineup for families as well. On September 10th at 3 p.m., we will screen The Lion King. Another family-friendly film, Finding Nemo, will be shown on September 17th at 3 p.m.
Are there any special screenings or events planned?
Yes, indeed. We have a special screening of the documentary Planet Earth on September 20th at 6 p.m. This screening will be followed by a Q&A session with one of the filmmakers. Additionally, we are hosting a silent film night on September 25th at 8 p.m., featuring The General by Buster Keaton.
That sounds interesting. Can you tell us more about the documentary screening?
Absolutely. Planet Earth is a critically acclaimed documentary that showcases the beauty and diversity of our planet. After the screening, we will have a Q&A session with the filmmaker, Dr. Sarah Collins, who will share her insights and experiences from the making of the film.
I'm sure the audience will enjoy that. How can people get tickets for these screenings?
Tickets can be purchased online through our website or at the box office. We also offer discounted rates for students and seniors.
That's great to know. What measures are you taking to ensure the safety of attendees during these screenings?
We are strictly adhering to all health and safety guidelines. This includes mandatory mask wearing, social distancing, and regular sanitization of the cinema. We are also limiting the number of attendees to ensure a safe environment for everyone.
It's good to hear that you are taking these precautions. Can you share any final thoughts or additional information about the event?
We are very excited about this series and hope to see a great turnout. It's a wonderful opportunity for the community to come together and enjoy some fantastic films. We encourage everyone to check our website for the full schedule and more details.
Thank you, Ms. Adams, for sharing this information. We look forward to the screenings.
Thank you for having me. I hope everyone enjoys the films.
That is the end of section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Section 3, you will hear the intersection of government policies and community services in U.S. housing. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 25. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 25.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I want to discuss a critical issue that affects millions of Americans, the intersection of government policies and community services in housing. A home is more than just a place to live. It's a source of security, stability, and dignity. Yet, for many Americans, particularly those with low incomes, finding affordable housing remains a significant challenge. This is where the collaboration between government policies and community services becomes essential. At the heart of the government's efforts to address housing needs is the Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, since its establishment in 1965. HUD has been committed to creating inclusive communities and ensuring access to affordable, quality housing for all. Among its many programs, the Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Program stands out as particularly impactful. Section 8 provides rental assistance to low-income families, enabling them to afford housing in the private market. This program not only secures housing but also opens doors to better opportunities in safer, more prosperous neighborhoods. However, the success of HUD's programs, including Section 8, depends heavily on the involvement of local organizations and community services. These organizations serve as the crucial link between government initiatives and the people they are meant to help. One such organization is Habitat for Humanity, a key player in the effort to provide affordable housing across the United States. Founded in 1976, Habitat for Humanity has built, renovated, and repaired over 1 million homes globally, providing shelter for more than 22 million people in the U.S. Habitat's partnership with HUD has been instrumental in addressing the housing crisis, particularly in underserved communities. What sets Habitat apart is its community-driven approach, known as sweat equity, where future homeowners contribute their labor in building their homes. This process not only provides shelter but also fosters a sense of ownership and strengthens community bonds. Moreover, Habitat for Humanity collaborates with local businesses, faith-based groups, and volunteers, creating a broad network of support that amplifies its impact. This collective effort reduces construction costs and builds stronger, more connected communities. The partnership between HUD and Habitat for Humanity illustrates how government policies and community services can work together to tackle complex social challenges. HUD provides resources and a regulatory framework, while Habitat leverages community involvement to enhance these efforts. Together, they are making strides in addressing the housing crisis in the United States. However, the housing crisis has deeper roots in issues like economic inequality and discriminatory practices, such as redlining, which have historically limited access to homeownership for people of color. Despite being outlawed, the effects of redlining continue to influence housing patterns today. To combat these challenges, HUD has implemented programs to promote fair housing and combat discrimination, supported by organizations like Habitat for Humanity, which also advocate for equitable housing policies. As we move forward, it is crucial to continue supporting and strengthening these partnerships to create a more just and equitable society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Thank you.
Now listen and answer questions 21 to 25. You are about to listen to a recording about emergency alerts. This section of the IELTS listening test focuses on understanding how emergency alerts function, their types, and their impact on public safety. After listening to the recording, you will need to complete the sentences with the correct information based on what you have heard. Each answer should be no more than 1 or 2 words. Now listen carefully and answer questions 26 to 30.
Good day, everyone. Today, we are diving into an important aspect of modern communication: emergency alerts. These alerts are vital in keeping the public informed and safe during critical situations. We will be discussing how these alerts function, their various types, and their impact on public safety. Let's explore the essential details and complete the relevant sentences based on our discussion. Let's further explore the impact and operation of these emergency alerts in our daily lives. Emergency alerts are crucial for communicating urgent messages about situations that pose a threat to public safety. These alerts are issued to quickly convey important information, allowing individuals to make informed decisions and take necessary precautions. The Weather Service plays a pivotal role in issuing alerts related to severe weather conditions. By monitoring weather patterns and forecasting potential hazards, they help the public prepare for and respond to extreme weather events. Public safety alerts are disseminated by law enforcement agencies, covering a range of issues from criminal activities to missing persons. These alerts are critical for keeping communities aware of safety concerns and facilitating prompt responses. To maximize the reach and effectiveness of emergency alerts, they are broadcast through multiple channels, including mobile phones. This ensures that people receive timely information regardless of their location or preferred communication method. The integration of social media platforms and emergency alert apps enhances the ability to communicate urgent information. These digital tools provide additional avenues for delivering alerts, making it easier for people to stay informed and respond quickly to emergencies. Emergency alerts are an essential part of our safety infrastructure. These serve to inform the public about various types of emergencies, from severe weather to public safety issues. By utilizing a combination of traditional and modern communication methods, these alerts ensure that information is disseminated effectively, helping individuals to stay safe and respond appropriately. Understanding how these alerts work and the different channels through which they are communicated can significantly impact our ability to manage emergencies. By being aware of the various sources and methods for receiving alerts, we can better prepare for and respond to critical situations. Thank you for your attention to this important topic. I hope this discussion has provided valuable insights into the role and function of emergency alerts. Stay informed and stay safe.
That is the end of Section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Section 4. In this section, you will hear a conversation about urban development. You will need to choose the correct letter, A, B, or C, for each question based on the recording. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now, listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Good morning, Dr. Evans. Thank you for joining us today to discuss urban development. Could you start by explaining the main goals of urban development?
Good morning. The main goals of urban development are to enhance the quality of life for residents, promote sustainable growth, and improve infrastructure. This includes developing housing, transportation systems, and public spaces to meet the needs of a growing population while minimizing environmental impact.
Interesting. What are some common challenges faced in urban development?
Urban development often encounters several challenges such as managing rapid population growth, addressing environmental concerns, and ensuring equitable access to resources. Additionally, balancing economic development with preserving historical and cultural sites can be quite challenging.
How do city planners typically address issues related to transportation in urban areas?
City planners address transportation issues by developing comprehensive transportation plans. These plans often include expanding public transit systems, improving road infrastructure, and promoting alternative transportation methods like cycling and walking. The goal is to reduce traffic congestion and improve accessibility.
What role do green spaces play in urban development?
Green spaces are crucial in urban development as they provide environmental, social, and health benefits. They help improve air quality, offer recreational areas for residents, and contribute to the overall aesthetic of the city. Integrating parks and green areas into urban planning is essential for creating livable cities.
Can you explain the concept of mixed-use development?
Mixed-use development refers to a type of urban planning where different types of land uses, such as residential, commercial, and recreational, are combined within a single area or building. This approach helps to create vibrant communities by reducing the need for long commutes and encouraging walkability.
How does urban development impact local businesses?
Urban development can have both positive and negative impacts on local businesses. On the positive side, improved infrastructure and increased foot traffic can boost business opportunities. However, construction and gentrification can also lead to increased rents and displacement of existing businesses.
What are some strategies for promoting affordable housing in urban areas?
Strategies for promoting affordable housing include implementing zoning regulations that allow for higher density housing, offering financial incentives to developers, and investing in public housing projects. Additionally, partnerships between government and private sector organizations can help increase the availability of affordable housing options.
How important is community involvement in the urban development process?
Community involvement is extremely important in urban development. Engaging with residents helps ensure that their needs and preferences are considered in planning decisions. This can lead to more successful projects that are better aligned with the community's expectations and can enhance public support for development initiatives.
What are some sustainable practices used in urban development?
Sustainable practices in urban development include using eco-friendly building materials, incorporating energy-efficient systems, and promoting green building certifications. Additionally, practices such as reducing waste, managing water resources effectively, and designing for climate resilience contribute to sustainability.
How does technology influence modern urban development?
Technology plays a significant role in modern urban development by improving efficiency and enabling smart city solutions. Innovations like smart traffic management systems, data-driven planning tools, and advanced building technologies help create more efficient, connected, and livable urban environments.
Can you discuss the impact of urban sprawl?
Urban sprawl refers to the uncontrolled expansion of urban areas into surrounding rural land. This can lead to issues such as increased traffic congestion, environmental degradation, and loss of natural habitats. Managing urban sprawl requires careful planning and policies to ensure balanced growth and protect open spaces.
That is the end of section 1. Transfer your answers to the answer sheet within 10 minutes after the test.